G'day guys, I'm just going to do a quick video on how you can calculate your hourly rate. This is how we do it to help the businesses we help, and this is how I did it myself. So this formula took my business from $60 an hour and not really making much money to $80 an hour to 100 plus, over 100. There's no real set rule, so it's going to be different for everyone, but it's going to give you a pretty solid base. You just have to work out, do all the maths yourself, okay? So to work it out, all you have to do is go your annual wage plus super, plus total expenses, plus profit, and divide it by your billable hours. So let's start with your annual wage. So this is kind of tricky to work out. So if you're a new guy starting out, you can't be too greedy yet. So you might want to compare this to your last full-time job. If you're an existing business, you might already know how much you're making a week, or you might want to make more, but this is really more what you want to make, what you want to bring home each week. So just pretend that you're an employee, and what is the wage you want to bring home before tax each week, and 52 weeks of the year too. Okay, so as an example, we're going to say our annual wage, we're going to say we want to take home $12.50 a week before tax, so $12.50 per week, and so times 52 weeks times 52 equals 65 grand, and then we want to also pay our own super, so plus 9.5%. So our annual wage is going to be $71,175. Now this is probably for a bit more of an experienced guy, maybe not quite starting out, but you have to work that out yourself. So our annual wage will be $71,175. Okay, hope that makes sense. We'll work out the holidays and stuff later. So now we will work out our total expenses, total business expenses. So to do this, you should really go into depth and figure out 12 months worth of expenses. So include everything you possibly can, your phone bill, fuel, accounting fees, advertising, loan repayments, everything. Also, if you have some piece of equipment that you know you're going to need over the next year or so, you should also add that cost in. So for an example, let's say that you are going to need a ride-on in the next year, and it's going to cost you $8 grand. So you could probably divide that up over a couple of years. We could put $4 grand into this year and $4 grand into next year. So in that 12 month of expenses, you could add in $4 grand. That's going to cover a new ride-on when you get to that stage. So as an example, I just took out the expense of one of my years in business, $36,400. So we'll put that there, and this is going to be different for everyone again. It's just an example. Next up, we're going to add profit. So no one really tells you that you need to make profit in your business. You just do all the work, and whatever you bring in is what you get paid, and people just take it like that. I did for a long time too, but you really need some profit. Like, what if your ute carks it and you need to get it fixed, or anything, that cost shouldn't be coming out of your wage, out of your pocket. So you need to have money in the bank to cover that and to keep a healthy business. So, you might want a new shed or whatever it is, you need to have some profit. Otherwise, you're just going to be you're going to be living week to week or off your own personal savings, which is not for your business. So there's no set rule on this either. We say that you should go between 10 and 30%. So for an example, we're going to say 15%. So all we have to do there is add our annual wage and super plus total expenses together, which equals 107,575 plus, for our example, 15% profit, and that gives us a total of 123,711. Okay, so that's our total. Next up, we have to work out, so I'll just add the total in here, 123,711. Next up, we have to work out billable hours. Now, your billable hours is the time that you actually spend on the job making money, not the time driving between jobs, not having lunch, not doing your bookwork after it, not doing maintenance, when you're actually at the job, charging and making money. Okay, so let's try and work out an average hours per day. So when I was first starting out, in an 8-hour day, I was only doing about 5 hours, and then we just got more efficient. So for this example, in an 8 or 9 hour day, we can do about 7 hours of actual work. So we're going with 7 hours on average. Then you have to work out how many days of the year you're actually working. So to start with, we're going to say 5 days a week, 52 weeks of the year, because we want to cover that for our holidays later. So 5 times 52, so for the days, 5 times 52 equals 260. So that's the total days. Now we can take off our holidays and sick days and things. So all we have to do there is you decide how many holidays you want, how many sick days you're going to need, how many rain days or heat days or whatever it is. So we're going to take off 4 weeks of holidays, 8 sick days, 4 rain days, and 2 public holidays. Now, it might be more rain days where you are or whatever, it doesn't matter, you work it out. So 34 days off in total. So 260, take 34 days off, equals 226. So that's going to be our total days that we work for the year and our average hours of 7. So we go, all we have to do is go 7 times 226 equals 1,582 hours, billable hours in the year. 1,582. Okay, so that's pretty much all we need to work this out. So all we do is go our total, 123,711, and we divide it by 1,582 equals, that equals 78.199. So we're just going to round it up to $80 per hour. So for this example, that would be your target hourly rate. And it's going to be different for everyone. Every single step is going to be different depending on your circumstances and depending on your business. And again, you might want to charge more for ride-on mowing, or you might want to charge more for gutter cleaning, or less for a simple job. But if you have this as your base or your target sort of rate, you're aiming for that, then you're going to be heading in the right direction for sure. So I hope that can help a few guys out, because I know it really, really helped me when I first started, like a lot. I wouldn't be in the same place I am now. And if you have any questions, just send me a message or the group a message. And yeah, that's it. Cheers.